The latest 4K Blu-ray limited edition set from Fox is Whispering Smith Hits London, a British reinvention of the Frank Spearman American Western lawman, which had several adaptations before this, none of which are connected to this version of the story, and it's a film that unfortunately didn't have any sequels after it, and I would have happily watched a slew of these films with these characters because I loved this noirish world that we are flung into. Smith comes on holiday to England and is quickly embroiled in a case of murder that's been painted as suicide, and as he investigates, he uncovers this dark, seedy belly of quiet deception involving manipulation, hidden relationships, and the dark corners of London life.
You read that I was coming over here and you saw a chance to stir up a lot of excitement and prove to your American boss how indispensable you are. Might even be a bonus in it for you.
You can keep your whispering for someone else.
The film is a character-driven mystery where patience and observation matter more than quick violence. It's a film that's kind of built on doubt, questioning official conclusions, social appearances, and that idea of post-war normalcy returned. I really liked the character of Smith himself. I found him to be a really engaging lead. He's quick talking. He has these Americanisms. He lands in this world like a breath of fresh air. He doesn't fit in with the stuffy upper class of London, and he makes his own way in this world, but it's a really fun, engaging way to see this character move through the land. He's always chatting to the women, he's always making these connections, he's always watching and looking after what's going on. But you have this feeling that Smith can handle himself. You feel that if he gets in a sticky situation, he could be able to get out of it. And we see as this mystery unfolds, the noirish elements really coming to the forefront. You've got femme fatales, you've got sinister people working in official capacities that may be doing very underhand things. You've got Herbert Lom, who appears as, do you know what, I'm not going to spoil his character, but as soon as you see him, you just go, yeah, makes sense, really.
Can you think of any reason why your fiancée would have taken her own life?
None at all.
Can you imagine anyone wanting to take it for her?
Looking into the character of Whispering Smith, I really like how Hammer have adapted this character. It seems that he was a Western lawman that has been transported to a different era as a sleuth. It's a kind of interesting genre shift, reflecting cinema's move from rural myths to more kind of natural modern crime narratives. But that modern crime narrative is something that I really enjoy, and I feel like this character, whom I can picture in the books, reading a little bit about them, really transposes itself wonderfully into this world.
Who's Cecil?
He's going to help us.
Help us?
Yes. You said you wanted to see the inside of Reith's office, so I advertised for an expert in safe opening.
You what?
Now, this is a noir film, and it is a really fun and interesting one, and there's surprises along the way, but it's not as fatalistic as an American noir. It leans into noir-adjacent moods. You know, you get the foggy streets, the suspicion, the shadows, the quiet menace and dread that builds up throughout it, and it's definitely handled differently. It's investigation over action. It's a thinking person's mystery, long conversations, subtle clues, and psychological pressure, rather than shootouts or fistfights or car chases. You may seem as if there's going to be less action here, but it's gripping. I was along for this entire journey and loving every minute of it.
He is a manic depressive suffering intense melancholia, which produces the hallucination that he is being followed. He may try to elude you. Do not let him. For his own good, he must be confined.
There was lots of things that I loved about Whispering Smith Hits London. I loved the character, I loved the situations, I thought the mystery was terrific. I felt it had a really great noir, although it feels like a similar kind of story that I won't mention in case I give away any surprises. The twisting turn journey was great. Some of the characters that come into it and the situations were truly surprising and wonderful, and it just kept me on my toes, kept me entertained with the whip smart dialogue, the constantly changing locations, and just the fun interaction with these characters, and a great mystery at the heart of it. Let's dive into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here is Whispering Smith Hits London. A little J-card just round it with a quote from the film. This has got some wonderful noirish artwork on it, and then when you get to the back end of this case, you'll see the alternate title, Whispering Smith versus Scotland Yard. Here is the inside disc holder with the 4K and the Blu-ray, which I just need to get level. There is extras listed on the back of each of these. They're the same on both the 4K and on the Blu-ray. If we take this case and flip it over, you'll see the artwork in the back, which again really leans into the noir aesthetic. I love this little press release that's included here. I've seen this before in other editions, and it's just a really nice little addition, a reprint which is just full of great information. Here is the Hammer Crime Files. I've seen these editions of books before in other Hammer releases, and they are always worthwhile, full of great information, factoids about the film, the production, the stars, the character of Whispering Smith, how he conducts himself, posters, things about Hammer that I hadn't came across before, other noirish information. It's just wonderful. More great goodness from Hammer with Whispering Smith Hits London. So there we have it. Whispering Smith Hits London is a thoughtful, understated crime film. Its strength lies in its restraint, a post-war mystery that quietly questions truth, authority, and appearances. I love all of that. I think this is a really strong contender, and it's up there with The Man in Black for the kind of smaller releases that Hammer have done. Really fun. In fact, I think I preferred this one. Whispering Smith Hits London is probably my favourite of the smaller, not the gigantic packages, but the smaller packages that Hammer do. I'd love to know your thoughts on Whispering Smith Hits London. Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box is links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always, in which you can support. Thanks for watching. See you next time.